Let's get some analysis now from the industry. Sarah McNamara joins me. She's Chief Executive of the Australian Energy Council. Sarah, thank you as always for your time. Can these requirements that AEMO outlines today, can they be met in the time frame that they've described here?
We certainly think so. There's an enormous amount of work that the market operator puts in to producing this integrated system plan. It's an iterative plan though, so each year it's updated based on engagement the market operator has with stakeholders, and that means that as we know more and learn more about how we're progressing, the ISP's details may change. But what is clear is that we are on an accelerated and irreversible transformation process. We're part of a process that's moving us towards a net zero by 2050 emissions future. That's a really positive thing, but there's a lot of work to do in terms of helping our energy market to get there, and that's what this ISP is focused on.
What's the biggest challenge here? Is it the transmission? Is it the storage? What do you see as the greatest challenge as part of this approach?
I think the greatest challenge is the coordination of all the things we need in the system. It's understanding when incumbent plants going to retire and anticipating that we have sufficient generation coming online to replace it. And also being fully aware of our storage capabilities and where the technology sits and its capacity to step in to support existing plant. All of those things are really important to make sure we continue to have, as we do, a reliable power grid. And also consumers need to be front and centre here. We don't want to see people pay more than they should be on their electricity bills, and we need to make sure, therefore, that we're making really economically efficient decisions about investments so we don't end up accidentally gold-plating the network and consumers having to foot the bill for that.
Do you accept the argument, as AEMO put it, that we need to try and remove ourselves from the volatility of price shocks generated by events overseas?
Well, we are linked, our commodity markets here are inextricably linked to the international markets. So that is something that's challenging for us to completely isolate ourselves from or detach from. However, for as long as we can include more renewables in our system, we will have some greater stability there. Noting, though, that we need to make sure we've got sufficient backup. And backup means that we're going to need to see coal and gas continue to play a role in our electricity grid through to 2030 and beyond. A declining role, it's true, but still an important one.
And do you think that in terms of the companies involved here, will this unlock more funds, and not just the energy companies, but investment more broadly, by giving certainty, parameters here? Will it unlock funds more quickly for this sort of transition?
Well, certainly investors in our market, because they're building long life assets that are pretty expensive to build, have always sought to have greater confidence in what the market looks like. And that confidence is derived both from government policy and also from planning of the sort that this integrated systems plan consists of.
Sarah McNamara, Chief Executive of the Energy Council, appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.